Hello, beautiful fellow human beings. Had something on my lap apparently. Pencil. So, yeah, I still trying to organize this desk a little bit, but I just popped off that spool from the bobbin to switch it up a little bit, and I was gonna try this really little guy. See, I quite like tying the small flies. They come together really satisfying, and I wanted to start tinkering more with that. Then I started tying like big honkers and soppers for the bait caster and saltwater, which worked really well because most of the thread I have is quite thick, and anything small is just, I was bulking it up so much. So this thread has completely unlocked smaller patterns again, so I was quite stoked on that. I'm finally gonna give this mythical 32D GSP a go, and I say mythical, I should say mystical, perhaps. I've heard nothing but really good things about this stuff, and wildly thin, which compared to anything that I had, for sure. And gonna go ahead and tie a knot. There's lots of those out here. And I was gonna, to be totally honest, try to use these by hand. Perhaps, like, trail it in the canoe and use it by hand. Or over a bridge. I'm not too sure. These really light flies, I'm not too sure I'm gonna have much luck with a bait caster. But, you never know. I did see these water bobbers. Yeah. These water bobbers, and it has a rubber band on the inside, and you twist the rubber band and it tightens that on the thread. Just have to find a spot to order them. I have not seen anything like that locally, and the ones that I did get, let me just backtrack a little bit. The ones that I did get, I just grabbed because they were clear, I'll be totally honest. But they're just clear. They're not water bobbers. Whee! So that white stuff is basically see-through. It's pretty wild. So I'm gonna try to use that on some teeny surf candies for sabiki. This is one of these Yufeng dry hacks. Very wiry, really bendy. Good for practicing, you know. It comes with an arse ton for about 15 bucks, and it's a magnetic case, so I quite like that. But the size 16 is the equivalent is an Arex 18, which I do have some, but just these little packs, and I'll try to keep my hands busy. What I've been doing is kind of taking the material off. If I don't like, if it's just me, I'll just kind of start over rather than knotting it off and stuff. Whoa, hello. Hello, beautiful. 32, yeah, so quite stoked on that. And the color is freaking perfect. Everything has like a rusty brown color out here. Holy. This is my mom's belt from the 80s. Wonder who I'm like ultra uncomfortable. But let me zoom in on here so you can see. Button this up all the way so it's like a whole arse like backdrop. This is why I'm looking for t-shirts. If anyone has any companies late. How you doing, Molly? Elective Drag, how you doing? Wendy, of course. That articulated thing was a beast. I wanna try I wanna like pinpoint some of those things so bad. I looked around some of the materials to see if I had any metal that I could probably use or wire, but couldn't find anything. Just copper. I know you can harden it, work harden it. That kind of looks ridiculous, but it's okay. Hey, Crazy Life. Aloha, David. I have been trying to also look for some of that rubber stuff for the squid. I think that's the stuff I've been seeing where it just looks like a thicker material, but it adds a lot of color to it. In here where everything's toothy. One thing I have to make before the weekend are some pompano flies. I should have saved it on that phone. But they're essentially jigs. I was reading an article that, yeah, these essentially imitating jigs, so just gonna tie some of these, but maybe with bucktail, because I don't have any rigid synthetic fiber like that. I'm actually not at all sure what that even feels like, but so this here is a black net, and when I was out of town, I got one of those hairline kits. I'm not sure who sent it, but somebody sent it from Amazon, and I was gonna just tie through the book. They put a pretty nice little book in it, and man, my focus. I don't know if it's gonna return. I really don't, but we're just gonna adapt with that. I'm trying to find more hackle patterns to try to learn the tactile differences. Like how to choose feathers, I guess. Holy. Alrighty. Hope y'all are doing a beautiful night. I mean, Jesus, I hope y'all. I don't know what's happened. Whoops. Hope y'all are having a golden night. Nice and quiet day today. It stormed pretty extensively all morning. I never went back out to see if the gators were out there, because when it rains, the canal is really lively. I need to get the camera down there. Tons of gar. Every now and then you'll see something huge swim down. Alright, I just had this. I put everything on my desk. So I'm looking for some shelves to put on the desk. Trying to get a good workflow in here. Like some stuff spend more time standing than sitting, but it's like one of those calories in, calories out. And trying to figure out what to pack for the camper, because I want to have a little station there. Since it's pretty well brackish and salt water, probably some like big bright stuff. I think I should go back. I think alright, one moment, I get back without the tubbing. Trying to be really aware of the tension, because I release the tension at really inopportune times. Alright, like, oop, just like one or two. See a little piece. There it goes. Aye! Alright, y'all. Let me plan this a little better, because I think this is this. No, see. Yeah. Alright. Let me pull that direction. I think this is this smallest hook. I tried to do it for a long time. I did a few hump days, but I couldn't get the hump any more humpier. So trying to find ways to bulk up a back without bulking the stomach up. Yeah, but I'm gonna start checking the weather again, because it's that time of year. I want to get the canoe back down there because there's loads of bluegill, and I'll be able to watch from the canoe if I sit in there long enough. Check out the ooh. Hey Kevin, how you been? Palisbury? A little nervous about this posting, so I'm gonna title like there. I think maybe smaller flies will force me to plan stuff better. All my wings are like on the shoulders, like costume fairy wings. Like they'll be all the way up here. I got this here post material, which I have some yellow dye. I was gonna dye some. Yellow is another color that I feel like would translate well here. Everything's goldish, greenish. Maybe, okay. You could always trim it. See what I do like that weird loop every time I go to remember any form of tips on not pushing materializer wrapping around the hook, my mind is wiped clear. But that's why I try to just stay tying, even if it's try to like messing with the scraps. Because when out here, like pretty, I really do like to take advantage of all the time that this here does. Because it's full of fun stuff, so not complaining. I have a fear of bulking up, so ooh, I didn't mean to put that big of a tongue. Meant to just like give it a little. What's that? It's gross. Just grabbed a floor feather, but I didn't want a hard piece of plastic or dry glue. I think I regret doing that. And it dries in 2 seconds. I really want to get that like rubber stuff. I can't find it really. Like resin, but it stays rubbery. I have to forget about that. I'm not gonna be able to. Okay, that's fine. This stuff is crazy thin. See, I have the UTC 70, but that stuff I snap all the time. And I haven't used it in a while, but yeah, I'd really snap it. Man, I need to get the brush cap bottle of glue. Or maybe a really thin, why am I still wrapping? A really thin silicone like toothpick if they make those. I'm gonna trim this after because this I'm kind of picking back up on after a long time. And there were many weak suits that I'm now ready to get over, which had a big chunk of deer fur for a while right here waiting for yeah, courage to go for that. I was wondering, can you use the bucktail? Because if so, got loads of colors, at least for some like frogs and stuff. Don't know what my hang up is there. Also not quite sure what kind of feather to grab from this. This is what it is calling for. I'm trying not to lose any. Okay. Nope. The best scissors indeed. These scissors are blowing my mind. It used to be really difficult to cut the bucktail. They would just slide all over the place. I mean, I guess this is it. Let me thin feather. Blows my mind. I have a bugger pack of whiting feathers, and they do feel quite sturdy. And a pack of those are, I mean, I really don't know what a good price for thing is, so like that I would say probably only 25 bucks, because you know it's uh, but I am looking for better hackle feathers. I have loads to mess with, so it's not like, wow, I managed to bulk it up. But that's only because I put that freaking glue in there. Trust issues. And I still haven't found my hackle pliers. I looked everywhere, even tried rewinding to when I dropped them. Organized the whole desk again. Still nothing. So maybe a binder clip. And worst part is I had 2 pairs of them, and the other one I haven't seen in a while. I really want to get those fibers, but I feel like I have a really bad grip on this feather. And just have a bad grip on it. Oh boy. Not also. Where does those come from, I wonder? Um, I'm not gonna snap the feather this time. Kept snapping the feather at the exact same point. Okay, I'm just gonna discard that for now. This feather sparked minimum joy. That was quite a brittle feather, but I really wanna have like finesse and pressure control in my hands, so like brittle the better right now. Guess I snapped stuff left and right. So sometimes it is nice to take a breather and tie some giant saltwater things. Well, giant, as far as, like, I think the biggest probably is 2/0 I've tied this far. I tied a really large deceiver for my dad, but the picture is on that phone. I just don't know how y'all do the hackle. I wonder if I should try to get more in there. Like how much hackle is needed to keep it off the water? My first conceptual, like what I thought the hackle like would represent was just like legs going crazy, which I think maybe that is also part of it. But seeing how it the surface of the water and like in one book, it made me laugh because it showed like ideally how the fly would sit on the surface of the water, but how it probably. But I usually like will lay it in my hand and like if it like that. Excuse me. Which I'm not sure if this is a good test by any means, but see, I could roll it. I had to, because I can't fish them yet. So, most of mine will roll to one side and land flat because of like a major bald spot. So I could imagine it doing that on the water, and then maybe when it lays flat, it's easy to slip under the. I don't know yet. This is essentially an Adam's fly that I can tell, but it has badger tips, and it was I guess first created by a Minnesotan nun. Pretty neat. There's a few French patterns I also want to give a go finally. I don't know why I'm fixating on these little things, but yeah, I really don't know. It's got a strangely elongated head in this here, but not to where the hackle's pushed back. So let me just. Yeah, I'm probably gonna use my hand for these. My idea is maybe to get some fly line because I could hold that with my hand and then just put some leader on it. Or, you know, go old school. I'm talking ancient Egypt. I'm talking fly line same length as fly rod. I don't know if that's how it was in ancient Egypt, but like I whip that thing back and forth. I have a setup of that's just the spots like that are local, like too close to the water is a little scary right now, even for me. You know, the gators don't really bother, but it's just really they're going for anything, any movement, and I don't want to have it like a fish on the hook and like trying to get it while little gator snapping at it. Sounds fun, but you know. All right. I don't know if this test is worth a dang, but yeah, I need to maybe double the hackle. Not like with the razor, but let me see. And in my mind right now, if I were to like pick a dry fly to take out there, it'd probably be those like parachute ones. I like how they're like this water is usually quite still, so I feel like that would just I don't know if those are for still water, but I can't help but like picture being able to keep that afloat a little more and be able to tie them a little bit more even with, in case I get like bald spots, at least there'll be like a table on top, like a lily pad. Excuse me. Flip up the Oh, that is a great idea. Oh, yeah, I need to go to the makeup section real bad because there's a few things that I need from that. Like a silicone eyeliner thing or lip gloss thing. I got one. This will catch blue runners and mangrove snap. Oh, yeah, those jig things. I think I got the perfect hooks for them too. I want to tie another one of these though. I really want to get these small things. Cause like, in theory, there's blue crab everywhere. I got a little like crab fishing kit to put a chicken bone on it. Wouldn't that like also attract bugs? So you can have that. I'm talking primitive. I'm talking stake in the ground with like floating line tied to that, and then your chicken under the water, and some like maggots or something floating around it, and like almost like a sabiki kind of a booby trap. This is taking place during beach camping, so you know it's as close as you can get this peanut island, but man, it's all I can think about. And so many little tests like that. There's loads of spots I feel like would be perfect for that. Even in like crab traps, the like because it is salt water, so a lot of the fishing that takes place out there is for food acquisition. And oh, that reminds me, I was trying to clear some quills also, so maybe I don't know, but this is the clearest and the widest one I could find. I can imagine the ones that are used for wrapping are quite wider, but I'm not sure. I took through as many of these bunches to find as wide as possible, and that was about it. And been saving the fibers because can mix that in resin really easy. Ooh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Let me put this para post away. Oh, there's no way I'm gonna get it back in that bag, but I have a little drawer. I think I'm gonna use the drawers for I guess flies, because a lot of things are piling up, and I feel bad when I squish them, but also it can be quite painful sitting on flies. Haven't had any really, but oh my gosh, like I'll go to pat my pants or something, and there's like hooks all over. But here's one of the Humpties before I forget to show. Calf tail up there, which I kind of like the calf tail way more than the parapost material. The parapost material, I need to remember to wet stuff to keep it bunched up while working with it. But since I'm wearing a mic, I feel like that would sound a little intense. So I should run and grab a cup real quick. But the other one is this little bitty one. Well, itty bitty to me thus far. But as you see, it like faints like a saloon girl. So I could see that happening in the water, and like a capsize happening, if you will. Like it slips into the water. Because now the point of the hook is, I don't know if that's how it works. I rarely know if I'm just overthinking something, but easy to do. And I'll show, I might have brought it out there already. Oh, gnarly! What in God's green ocean? There is a millipede in my skirt. Welcome to the Florida swamp. So, this is it. And I tell you what, oh, I had the time of my life. The only problem is I can't get out there. So I was gonna bring it to the beach because I could get out there. And it was like 39 bucks on Amazon. And, you know, probably not very loud compared to, he had a orcas he brought back from his grandpa, and it's like, I don't know, it sounds almost like a mating call of an insect or something, but like harmonious. That's a little loud. However, so is the beach, and gotta try that because I could get the line. I just can't get the leader out. It faints next to it, and no matter what I tried, and I did try. First it was I think it was a bluegill killer, if you will. I happened to make a weighted one, because I really wasn't sure what I was doing to begin with, and that also didn't have any difference. So, and I'll be totally honest, after a good like 200 attempts at casting, my wrist was so tired. I could barely even try. Alright, so let me look at this real quick, and there was something I was gonna grab out there. Water. Ooh. Oh, I did not know this mic was that close to my face. I'm glad I didn't zoom out. That would have surely been embarrassing. Oh, Wendy, I appreciate that. Yeah, sometimes it's hard to kind of get the difference, and there's so many patterns, and so sometimes I try to stick to books, so like at least it's confined, and I get stuff done, or at least like my hands are engaging in the act of tying rather than scrolling or flipping pages, and so sometimes I won't look up like a video because I know I'll just end up sucking my attention in. Whoa, that Floydian dip, I think that's it. But I'm looking for something with that, like a gold body with it's just so regal looking. Um, and I tried to watch some salmon and fly videos the other day, some of the like really intricate big wide ones to try to dispel like complexities, but oh no, that was intense. Everything is like hyper strategic. Like I think I really want to force myself to watch more of that because it seems like a huge focus was like the tying in itself and like what angles to cut when, how much excess to leave when, which hey run. Oh, I thought I was muted. There's a little piece of bucktail stuck to the screen. It looks literally like a white line going through the mic. It's I don't, here, let me scroll up. I keep meaning to do that, because I'm not sure if, bucktail is, maybe bucktail could be used for stacking small things. I really like, the amount of colors. Currently have, I haven't run into any dyed, like, deer hair on eBay thus far, just because kind of, been randomly acquiring stuff, but the, yeah, I really want to give it a go, and I feel like if I could get the grasp of it, that'd be a hard thing to stop doing, cause it's just like pom-poms, and I keep looking around trying to find it, cause I made some, like one was a koala bear, and it's just a round pom-pom, but you put the different colors strategically, and so when you cut it into that pom-pom shape, it reveals a image, and a kiwi. And I've been wanting to try it for a long time. The one company splits the hair. Millipede. Yeah. Yeah. I do have a horse foot up here. Because I want to tie that. A while back, and I think it was, yeah, I think it was Fly Tying Zone, is a cicada, if anybody has seen that. And the wings looked lace. I haven't seen them since then, but that's another thing, the rubber cement, I think. I have a bunch of lace from sewing stuff, and some is like way too brittle to even use for that, but putting it in, like on a silicone mat and painting that plexi stuff off, and you could just peel the mat off and then cut wings out of it. The brand of the jelly wings was heroin, but it looked like lace. Like something you stitch onto something else to frill it up a bit. And I have boxes of that. And I was gonna try with regular resin and maybe just leave some fabric exposed to tie in and then glue the wings down. But I know that rubber stuff exists. So then, oh shoot, almost took out everything. Got caught on the wire brush. I tried to, ow, son of a snatch. Okay, that's okay. At least I didn't break the hook this time. These hooks pop, but they're for practice and learning. The wet ones are quite good. If you hit it wrong, like, but these dry ones are like really, 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 really thin. But I've never really worked with dry hooks before at all. So I was quite taken by that to begin with. Everything is like technology in itself, which is one of the most addicting aspects, I think. I'd much rather use like a bar of wax or a candle than that wax. Almost like just to get it on. Oops. I try to use minimal tag. I always feel like I'm wasting those materials. But this stuff makes me feel like a spider, how silky it is. Do y'all know what like material this stuff is? I never really, I guess, put a lot of thought into like what fly tying thread is. I know there's specific like silk, cotton, nylon, but I feel like this is harvested from a spider. The white like is invisible and blows my mind, so I want to use it for the surf candies. Even faith in life. One company splits the hand. What does that mean? Split hair bucktail. Oh. Those split tailed things. See see this here and there now that I guess notice them. Those look really fun to tie with. This canal here, I'll be totally honest, none of my flies have been a hit just yet. However, they're really into rubber worms. I got a few tugs on the Estes worm, but I think I either have to make a smaller one. What am I doing? I have to make a smaller one, or just fish it a lot slower. Because to be totally fair to myself, been like Speedy Gonzales down there because the gators, they play like fetch with it. And they're small. Small gators, but any splash. Excuse. Which I, for some reason, never really thought about what the baby gators eat. And they eat insects. So I was genuinely not expecting. And I know those slipper hoppers don't have the best reputation here. But yeah, it was like the most pathetic like swim you could possibly imagine. Like on its side. So maybe I'm overthinking like my flies, like if and when I go to fish these, they're like balanced. The thing was straight up on its side. Someone said a hair wing parasite, and maybe that's why they thought that. I'm not too sure yet. Gel spun polyethylene. Wow. So it's science, not spider web. Seriously, that's very cool. Because the other stuff feels thin and shite too, and I haven't snapped any of it. And the worm thread is like a freaking dream too. Unrelated but related. And maybe a little bit more of this because There's also, look at firefly patterns. In winter, I think they're here. I remember being cold. Yeah, I really want to make a squid. I have a few pattern books open and kind of strewn everywhere right now, and they're all open to squids. Ooh, shoot. That's not. My dubbing is not something I'm very proud of, but I wanted to see if these would actually help. My dad's friend gave them to me. They're like magnifying. I'll have to get my face too close to close for, but if they are magnifying, but I feel like these would cause more damage. So I should grab the cattail one, but I do want to stick with this a little longer. So I'm probably gonna use this for parachute, which those are some of the most, I don't know, aesthetically pleasing. It's just very interesting, like daffodils, like a bullseye. And up until relatively recently, I haven't seen like a lot of the footage of the flies that y'all imitate, like the stone flies and mayflies and crane flies. We have crane flies, but I haven't really seen that footage of them on the surface of the water, and it blew my mind a lot bit. It, like, it's just wow. And that's like it's great. That's as beautiful as like, oh, look at this mountain. I'm going to paint it with oil paints now. Capturing that, and it just yeah, it's pretty nuts. Like, I think it's a stonefly. I do get them all confused because I don't have them in front of me. Yeah. Stonefly on water. Let's see. I mean, this picture is good, but I'm talking from like below what the fish see. It just it blew my mind all over the place, and then I think, was it the, shoot, what was it? Was this so fun, or was it made something like after it leaves the water? Oh gosh, after it leaves the water and gets its wings, it, like, the female deposits her eggs back in the water, but has wings. And, like, wings are super aquaphobic, so it just looks like this, like, silver, like this silver bead of mercury or something. Good night, Wendy. I do have a tendency to ramble, but that was another thing. I've been trying to find it, and I guess it's like referred to as a jewel sometimes, and I can't find it. And since the understanding is still quite limited, so not the easiest to ask about. And then I think it's also that's the same one that I could be totally wrong, that makes like nets and catches food and stuff and has to repair the nets all the time because it also catches debris. I need to put more on about that. I watch a lot of time videos, but I do want to start moving towards trying to find some entomology videos. Because they're like, I don't know, very segmented. Making insects with beads is one of the most satisfying projects. Like just long glass beads with a few central. If you look at beaded spiders or something like that, or beaded millipedes, centipedes, it's really, really fun to depict insects with fibers already. But choosing feathers will definitely be my mental downfall. One day I'll kind of get more familiar with how, like, efficient ways to organize them, like via size. And to do that, I'm sure I gotta measure them first. Oh dear. Measuring is not my strong suit. And something happens, like I slip through a wormhole or something, and 50 different measurements. I know a little bit what happens here because I'll slip and then when I get the materials back adjusted, I've migrated slightly. And taking a slight advantage of not having a schedule right now. The days are really slow out here for me personally. And just focus a little more. Here. I mean, like this time. And last few months, holy hell, have been hell in my life, I swear. So I feel like I have a lot of little bits to get past. Everyone, man, like 90% of people that I know down here is not. It's chaos and other places. Very dystopian, that's all I'm gonna say. Patriot Act all over. Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. You know. not have a good grasp on this feather. Yeah. Titanium thread. I just can't get. Ooh, right. Titanium, palladium. Where that came from. Let me just get this all. Can't see. Okay. Well, first let me just get this tied in because I don't want to. Oh, hello. I feel like I'm gonna break the hook. What a confidence booster. I mean, I still gotta, you know, ways to progress, but man, that thread unlocked the smalls, man. So stoked on that. If y'all like, I mean, maybe I could go back to some of my old streams and try to like take some screen recordings, but it probably about the smallest. I think I have one size smaller than this. Oh no, I don't. I have some decently sized hooks. My hooks. Let's see. Got it. Um, 18. I think I have one more. Yeah. Okay. So they're both size 18, just different. Yeah. See, this pack of hooks says 18, but I think this is. Oh, okay. Maybe that is smaller. No. Wider gap though, and it's barbless. These little guys. I like those spider patterns a lot. I've only tied one because I can't fish them yet, but I need to stop thinking like that because I can't fish anything I don't have also, so better have some. It has these weird hooks too. Hook with double stab. I'm guessing this is the same. Hook with double stab. These ones are good as is for you know, so. Okie doke. Alright, so I gotta tie one more of them. I did an ant earlier today. I was gonna do a parachute, but I just ended up doing this, like the little basic ant. Which, when I see these, all I could think is an ant just like... Which, I don't mean to laugh at the struggling of hypothetical ant, but... Yeah. And, I'm gonna pull up this. Ron just does not miss in the tying department one bit. This skunkfish flag is one of the coolest freaking color patterns I've ever seen. I feel like that would be real nice for salt and fresh here. It is like the nicest color palette, and really just need to what's it called? It could like I never know what people mind or not, cause like I'm just learning, but Ron's over there like tying some magnificent creatures. It is extensive. Gotta find more of these. Calling them leech feathers for now. Got them in a craft feathers I already had. I already have like two black ones and one white one. Kind of like long, small marabou, but super oily looking and silky. Alright, so I'm standing up because he found it. I do have partridge. I don't know how to pick a feather. That's nice. Spiders are real nice, and I think that'd be perfect for hand fishing, if you will. And I'm not too sure about my pillow feathers, but I wanted to try to do something with them. The speckles are real nice, but the shape is very curled. So I wonder how you do it. I just can't imagine. Ow. Alright, I'll be right back. Just gonna refill my cup really quick. That is some meaty stuff right there. I can't. Every time I try to like get a little familiar with deer stacking, man, the abilities is surreal. You go so freaking hard with that stuff. I have it, but I don't know what stops me there. But anyway, let me refill a cup. Not enough caffeine, maybe that's what stops me. I better feed these dogs really, really, really quickly because they're angelic creatures. I'll be right back. There's some jig hooks by Thumper Shrimp or hooked on jigs, and one of those Azulas, which does all the work for you. I don't know why not a single tackle shop near me has any form of jigs with spinners, but as you know, as quite frankly a noob, if you will, in jig fishing, it looks it looks like a fish, like I'm not gonna do it, but it blew my mind. I cannot wait to order more of these. I want the blue and white ones. I forgot what they're called, but both coloring I think will be perfect from hopping from all the waters here, which usually is, you know, fresh, brackish, salt. One moment. Alright, another one of these gnats. And this is just like as simple as can be, this hairline little workbook I'm kind of using it as. Okay. I'm just gonna stick to this color, and I'll use some, you know, no, no. I've been waiting for this moment for a good week for sure. There's some salt in person, because I've been looking for orange blood for a really long time. A lot of the saltwater patterns and shrimps have a lot of orange. Just gonna push this in so hopefully the label never comes off, especially in Florida heat. Yeah, this is, and that's a good orange. Tangerine. very salty. Shrimply perfect. Ooh. But definitely going to be putting in a decent order for thread. If there's any sizes or colors that I know I'm gonna get some black thread, but figured I could always use resin. Alright, so maybe slightly larger hook. How about is this? Okay. Hey. Gonna use some of these. Try to find like the equivalent size. There's, it's a decent, 10 hooks. I know going through that and regret it, because I'm really just trying to get fluent before. So these are the size 12 in the Yufeng hooks, which they're huge packs, and it's the equivalent, basically an equivalent to the Arex size 14 FW580 wet fly and downturned eye. They're much thinner than those Arex hooks. Those look like very sturdy metal. But still, nice little hooks. Candle. Oh, I can finally tie one of those carrots. Just don't want to have such a long tail. I always get a little punch sometimes when I first tie it in. I never want to use too much of the tag. I always feel like I'm wasting material. It's gonna drive me totally nuts one day, but I can hardly hold that. Nope. I like wrap two more up. And this is one of those yellow partridge soft hackles. With orange thread. I just wanted to give a go for soft hackle because I really like the looks of these, and I really like how they're fished. And oftentimes I'll see them called like spent this or drowned that. We got small with short fibers. hackle pliers. Shay. Maybe. I wonder if that's gonna be too tight. Let me rip some of this off. Oh, so precious. Let us see that. Nice little sturdy feathers. They look so much like legs. So, where would just a little bit of wrappage. Just a little wrapping. Those hooks were trying to leave me. Take one Hungarian partridge feather, strip the this way. I see it feathered. That looks really good. I can't imagine, like, I don't know, working at a flight desk, you know, like someone accidentally turns on, like, the desk fan or something. Sometimes, like, I've sneezed and lost, like, pretty well the whole desk worth of feathers a few times. Definitely wanting to convert all these little bags to drawers so it's easier to sift through. Especially the natural fibers or materials, so many differences. Feather to feather, it's like a whole nother world. Maybe a little weird one. Yes. And doesn't have a lot of speculation on it. It's kind of boring. I'll be real. Okay. This, I'm going to hold up to the other one. See if there's any differences I can spot. I mean, it is a little softer than that one, so might have a better luck tying it. Alright. So, just need that rabbit. Here. So that everything's right up there. Ooh. Come on. Maybe do a stripe of something. I don't know what would. Oh, buddy. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, that's a that is a special smell. This is, and the 32 GSP. I can't get over being able to tell. If I used any other thread that I currently had, this would already be really bulked up, and I haven't snapped any of it once, which for me personally is a pretty dang big deal. I'll be totally honest. Oh, look at that! there was some fluff, perfect amount, I'm guessing. There's hairs somewhere. Some of these. Find some short ones. Yeah, these I think I need to remember to not close the bag all the way. Carried animal parts don't really bother me. Like I even before tying, I collect a bunch of stuff. I got a bike basket full of boar jaws right now, and it's just this. Holy! It smells. I don't want to say what it smells like, but I'm sure other people have made that delicious. That's one that'll take you back a little. It's just when you open a sealed bag. Some silk. This stuff kind of confuses me. Might be a little too. Oh no, that be. Because it wants you to build the body up a little bit. And maybe I should cut them all at once. Oh dear. These, this is the only thing I have that's like this with 4 strands. And I'm not too sure how to work with it. So, well, instead of doing a stripe, I'll just do the potted yellow and then the head will be orange. That'll be helpful to have a bridge. I'm not sure. Because I got right next to that. That was impressive. I'll leave a little bit of orange on the back there. See, I'll definitely plan this a little better next time. Oh man. See what happens. Oh shoot. See what happens if I ignore it. Sometimes my hands don't work at all, but it works out a little bit. And just keep going back actually. Gulp. I'm gonna be putting a bunch of rabbit fur right here anyway. And then, yeah, it should have plenty of room. Okay. I'm gonna get some rougher stuff. Like card hairs. Apparently my oh, check it. So a buddy made works at works building rods. Made a fly rod, caught a bass like within like a week. And then another buddy of mine said it's down to Fish Palm Beach County. He lives in somewhere. Shoot, Sebastian. But I would be down to get back in the swamp, like those like super sketchy spots where I can't do it alone, and I'm dying to get back there. And I do find groups, but their access point is like either too far or yada yada. But hopefully start getting adventures and again destagnate. Why do I do that? Conies. Okay, I'm gonna go back a little bit off that. And oh, I'm not gonna run out of room. Do it to myself every time. Would it be a flat eyesight if it didn't look like it had a scoliosis or something? All my flies are Humpties in one way. I will miss these days, I tell myself sometimes. Gulp. Ooh, raw dog. Oh, I gotta stop saying stuff sometimes. Oh, oh, it's so nice. Oh, where's these hackle things? Oh dear, where are they? We're gonna need them. I looked everywhere though, so they have to be like on the floor maybe. Oh my god, they're on the floor. They were all the way under that picnic basket. Good. Alright, let me get this back a little bit more. Don't drop it, because I feel like that would break the feather. Okay. I accidentally flipped that way down. Oh, where did you come from? Where did you come from? Okay, I see it now. Wiggled in. Oh man. If there's any fly collectors out there, Victoria Cray has a few flies left. I like to really put that out there. To American history. I'm not a pterodactyl. Not 100% anyway. Like a healthy blend. Part pterodactyl, part raccoon. I snuck up on you, son of a snatch. I got caught up. I wonder I lose the hackle players. Oh man, I didn't cut that excess feathers. That's all like in there. I have to surgically remove that. It's okay. We got some Gucci scissors here to save the day. And by Gucci, I mean by Nikola Tesla. I mean Flysmith. Oh, I guess, where is that? Is that it? Uh-oh. I don't know where the tip is. So I gotta remove it. But I guess not right this very second. You know, that was a very nerve-wracking experience, but I really love how this came out. I'm gonna tie another one right now. Okay. Oh, it's so precious, man. God. Oh, when I learned how to fish these, this is over. People will literally have to, like, find me via foot tracks, cause gotta find that head, the tip. It's gonna be a dangerous procedure. But that's okay. I'll just really remember not to, and then I'll try to get that out, like maybe in this natural sunlight. But yeah, it might not even make a difference because those barbs are so, like, it blends in with the other ones. I really, really, really love partridge, though. I was very excited to get a pack finally. So I'm gonna tie another one of these. Little partridge. The yellow body with the head. This is quite a few layers of thread going down the body, and it's still like so thin. None of the threads could never, and certainly not the thread that it came with. It came with like for this pattern, which they wanted a 14 size hook, which is this size basically. I'm just using like a equivalent. This thread, and it's like it's not as like corded as the other ones, but I tell you what, yeah, it's a big old difference. The first few months of fly tying, every single thread I would order was just completely off. Like, look at this. I love this stuff though. Like, my heads used to be massive. And bodies would get bulked up real intensely. And I think then I would just snap pretty consistently. And this, I haven't snapped once. So keep on with these little ones. I'm so excited to be able to tie some little things. I gotta dig a hook out now. Oh shoot, you know, I was supposed to get headphone case because it's dead and I gotta charge it. Oh no. Because when I get off, I'm gonna be like stuck in silence. I don't know how they're still doing. I think one is like the sensor's not starting not to read it. But they're not bad. I got them gifts years ago when they're still. And I drop them a lot. Alright, let me just run and grab the case real quick. What time is it? Oh, 3. It's not too bad. I am unbelievably excited over that. And here's the one I tied. And this is with that one. Either the brutal thread or I don't remember. Really in love with those though. really can't find it. Church out. Church is not allowed in here anymore. Holy hell. He was taking a liking to finding bucktail and just about anything with a little stink to it, so he's permabanned. Oh, also to show, here's some feathers from my bird. I had a bird that used to cuss in German when I was a kid named Admiral. Some feathers left. Alright. Oh man, this. Oh, hey! No. Oh. Okay, there's no way I would have found that. This somehow dropped in this. Jeez, I would not have found that. Alright, well, that's good. Just, I'm gonna sit and share music after. Oh no! Battery's dead. Alright, I just gotta plug these in.
Seem to continue endlessly downwards.
What the? Who's that? Yeah, here's a script. I picked that up because I love all the components. And this one utilizes some resin. So, very excited. I really appreciate that, David. Really excited for this one. Earlier today, I tied one last night too. First attempt at a professor, but as you can see, my flank needs some work. And 1830 pattern from Edinburgh. So naturally made another, but these are the bodies that I'm really into. I really like those classic flies, how they have usually like a silk body with a tinsel wrap. It just looks seriously nice. Very nostalgic. But I'm not too sure anything about this, if like when I gotta work on that flank. But oh, mosquito got another one out there. Look at, I painted the head with black UV resin. As you can see, look how big the head is on this. So before. Way smaller hook. But a little flank, like rainbowy. Huge head. All my earlier flies have an unmistakable massive head. And I'm not too sure the beard, everything I'm not too sure about, but really, really beautiful pattern. So I'm gonna be also tying more of these. I'm gonna watch some stuff on it. Get the like proportions right, and just always slightly off, but I'm trying to keep them nice because one day I'm sure come across one of those nifty thread burners, and I can just decimate all these and retie them. I'll keep a few like first attempts, but it is easy to run out of hooks out here. So I really do like these U-Fang kits because it's like unlimited feeling. Alright, so let me get on. Let me have some coffee first. I'm really excited for that. So this as well. Use this other feather. See how a lighter feather looks on it. That one's like a dark kind of muddied golden brown. This would be maybe a little brighter. So, hook would be nice. I'm gonna dump some out. Definitely like the case a lot. A magnetic case, no hooks built. Nice sound. So silky, it's really like a spider web. Oops. Do you want to have more of an orange like butt on this? I just want to go down there a little bit more than last time. And I'm gonna go back up because I'm going back or up and down at the thread. That's a little bit more body. I have to hold the vise. Yeah, perfect. Do it. I'm just gonna go up. Alright, so I'm starting to get it a little messy, so I'm gonna stop myself. I'll stop myself there. Oh. Don't mind my nose dive. That's where the hackle's gonna be. Oh, and the other spider, or drown something, I really want to have a few of, is it has a bead. So instead of this dubbing here, it has a bead. Quite like that. So this is probably all my back is gonna let me tie tonight. So now that, getting a little bit more confidence back, because being so scared of the last few weeks, I cannot focus. And I already have shite focus. But yeah, hopefully I'll be on start to go on earlier again. And yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, party time. Partridge family. Um, I'm gonna scroll up a little bit. Let's see what I'm doing. Oh, what the? I've been caught. Yeah, pin or clip this. Maybe I'll expose that. Oh, oh, the other one. Alright, I see it. I messed up, but let's roll with it to see what happens. Yeah, see this? I saved it. Shoot. I think I saved it. Still gotta get a hang of these. But these, I think, out of the few things that I got tied these last few hours, and including earlier, which got a few things earlier, but it's kind of the same thing over and over again. Like repetition when learning sometimes, and it takes an enjoyable fly to want to tie it over and over again. And these were such a soul food, to be totally honest. So I'm gonna be looking up some more spider patterns. Soft hackle is something I haven't really got the hang of. Partridge, I have a lot easier time. One of the hang-ups I have with soft hackle is choosing the feathers. And I have a large box of just kind of random chunks. And one day it'll be nice to either hop on stream or something, or like a video call to try to figure out. Really excited about these. I think I'm gonna tie another one and try to get a thicker body. But let's see how next go. I love partridge feather. Those speckles are surreal, so lively. Anyways, man, I pop on late. Well, these last few nights just getting my hands back. So so I think I'm already in the headspace of like not expecting much, or many like people, but we're all freaking different time zones anyway. So I at least expect it. And yeah, so these last few that's kind of what I needed with these last a few days ago. Tied these high ties blinding, but I still haven't tied another thigh tie one. Now you can been looking down for the last few hours, but this color combination and but I want to do it with hackles. I'm just not too sure what like how to tie them in or when and where to blend the colors, I guess. So I'm looking for like hackle what's it? Bait fish. Man, I can't sit straight. I have been at the desk pretty much all day. I kind of reorganized it a little bit because, like I said, I thought those, yeah, I thought that was gonna be a good idea. But as you can see, I said, just throw everything on the desk, and it works a lot better. And definitely see why writing desks seem to be the optimal fly tying desk. But also tried to save the frog. But it is. But we're gonna add more resin to the bottom just so it makes more contact with the water, because really this was the only thing. And but it looked great. Just this didn't. The legs didn't do anything. And it's such a goofy, like crafty looking thing that it's like might as well try something. But anywho, um, I really appreciate y'all. Please never hesitate, and I'm happy to try to tie anything. I yeah, always happy to do that. Been seriously thinking about trying Stardusted. I get screams and names scrambled all the time. But his bait fish, I saved a picture of it, but it's on this phone. It's that chartreuse under resin, and it looks so alive. But I think that'd be sick for sabiki. And do got loads of like see, those are the hackle ones, but in here it's like chicken parts, like these. And the cheapest bags, like, because it was really difficult finding materials, and I did not know where to turn, you know. So I was getting kits, I know. But these Hairline Whiting variety fly tires variety bags, man, it had a little bit of everything, and like those really big ones. These look really great for all kinds of saltwater stuff. And really, really long. But yeah, a lot of these I'm not too sure, and some of them I can't really figure out which is which. So I'm trying to finally get. I end up wasting so much time. Like if I want to tie something with a soft hackle, sifting through stuff. So I've been looking through articles on how to choose the right feather. I'm just trying to, I guess, like learn like what other people, how they remember, like what they judge that decision off of, like how they come to the decision, because it is also subjective and individualized. It's wild. Never be bored ever again. That's for dang sure. But anywho, love ya. Have a beautiful evening and rest of the day. It's 3:30, so I'm probably actually gonna sleep at a normal time tonight and try to get out tomorrow. Today it rained, so like a lot, so the water should be really lively, and I want to go out at the sun, direct sunlight overhead, and try to. I just really like that, like tie-in. I gotta figure out what hook is best for that piece. That's sick. I have glow-in-the-dark chenille. It kind of looks like this, but oh, bring it outside. Alright. Glow in the dark chenille from the craft store. Which I did tie up a woolly pucker with that. And I need to get on that because I want to see how long it lasts when wet and getting wet and drying off a bunch. I know there's dye. I really want to get the glow in the dark like Flash-a-boo, crystal flash. I don't know, I have it in my cart still. Amazon. But stuff gets a little roulette-y. So did get a decent link for crystal flash from Amazon. There's just thousands of packs on there, so I never know which one's quality, but it's been vetted, so this stuff is too rigid. But there's loads of glow-in-the-dark stuff, and yeah, that'd be nice. I know there's like dye and stuff, but that stuff also, the glow-in-the-dark thing, you could take the fibers and make a dubbing with it, and it does stay. The fibers are only like that bit long, but you could, it's just like chenille, like kind of more like the flat chenille. It's not round at all, it's flat. Wish I had a little section. I gotta dig that out somewhere. I think it might be in that thing. I don't see where else it would be, but yeah, dirndl. And more foam patterns too, because this canal is lively, but being kicked out of a canal by 2 baby gators is like some shite. Glow in the dark speakies, yes. Yes. I see the shrimps, they have glow in the dark shrimp ones. That'd be ideal to make. Okay, this exact pattern. Old one. I guess the whiskers could be used for things. It is, this is pretty nuts when you start looking at it, because every fur, like, totally different lengths. Some are really short, and some are really silky, and they stick out, like, real intense. Definitely want to get a lot more fishing, because then I could be trading, and ideally, I could trade hunters and stuff for, there's a lot of boar, all that. Ooh, rabbit. I wish there was crawfishing here, like how it is there. I've seen plenty of videos to know that looks like an elite time. I've been dying to find some spots for blue crab. I bet there's just, how do you do everything at the same time? It sucks. Which ones? I need to get a case, because these are just ones that either came out alright or I like but need to retie. I don't want to lose them. They always get stuck to my sleeve and then I find them on the floor a few weeks later. But anyway, oh shoot, I did not mean to slap the mic like that. Yeah, I don't know what to do with myself yet. Getting a decent collection of thread, though, I tell you what. This is, the stuff that doesn't cause pain and suffering. The one on the bottom is all brittle. Some brittle stuff and then wire. But, hopefully I'll be figuring that out. Anonymous prospector. But if y'all ever see anything here, I'm more than happy to slap a stamp on it. I ain't promising anything, but I could use some feedback. I don't know if, I don't know. I don't know why I always cut stuff down. Y'all have said more than a few times that will catch a fish, and as y'all see, it's just building up. And well, that's just the ones I like looking at. The other ones are in piles like that, but and in stuff like that, and they're kind of everywhere because I never finished organizing, as you can see. Because I don't know what to use this for now. And I've already stored away most of my craft supplies. Ow. So I was gonna use this for camping stuff, but I haven't committed to that yet. And bouncing in between two places in this kind of storage room, so I have things in it, but musical chairs. And I think I'm gonna use that for flies so I can at least stop losing them. And yeah. And so dust doesn't. They're just gonna start collecting dust. And last few it's just was a little hard to focus, and I could start clearing stuff off again. And keep my hands moving. That's really what it's about for me. I really just enjoy making stuff and tinkering in that kind of way. So as long as I'm here, and the thread is actively going around and round and round, happy chappy, y'all. I think I found the secret to well, I didn't find it. It was already found, but it the secret to happiness has been found, y'all. Alert the media. Tell everyone. I'm just kidding. Oh, but yeah, a lot of these are natural materials. I wonder how devastating a mainstream event would. It happens, y'all. You've seen it a little bit, I'm sure, with the hair extensions and the long feathers being used for the hair ornamentations and earrings. However, man, I've collected vintage here and there for my whole life, and I've been wanting to collect Guinea Sachs dresses since I was a child. I can never afford them. Every year it seems like they go up $50, and that's very finite. And yeah, pretty soon those are gonna be like $1,200 dresses. I don't know what that has anything to do with this. Anyway, I'm getting into that ramble mode, so yeah. Big ol' snail though. Oh, is he trying to sneak? Is that a cucaracha? Or something else? Looks like what? Hey, get some time inspiration. Just now thought about that. I tried tying snails once, but I couldn't get the hackle at the back of the hook. Get the apple snails out here. I see the eggs, the snails, or the shells, but I never see the snails themselves. Ooh. It kind of looks like a high pony. Globe is a baddie. Oh, that was my grandpa's. I wasn't allowed to talk to him though. This is weird, he's just a dick, I guess, but I thought he was pretty cool. America. No, I'm just kidding. I want to, this portion of the world, a dream of seeing anywhere near this area. And person one day, the Mediterranean. I knew there was a reason I was lingering. Like them coexisting. Ooh. Wow, what's that? Pretty big. Should hold a hook up to it so I know what size to use. Hey! Is it like a little sniff? I wonder how extensive like social networks get. God, I gotta clean this window. Big ol' ant. Oh. Oh, he's got hunger in his eyes. Oh. Well, anywho. Happy trails to all of y'all. I'll clean this window eventually. No, for real. And the wetter and hotter that it gets, the livelier it'll become. Because there's days there'll be like 5 or 6 frogs on it, and it's comical how much you hear it. Especially when you know what the sound is. You'll just hear little splats in the background. And yeah, highly recommend if you got a window, point a raw light bulb to it. It's a fantastic show. It's broadcast just about everywhere, I'm sure. And average out. As always, never hesitate. Whole run around to avoid. Like, that's my grandma.